everyone, and welcome to today's class. Well, you know this phrase, teamwork makes the dream work, I'm sure you do. So today is actually a great day for your relationships, for being together and spending time together with people you like or you are working with. And it's very much, or this energy is very much in favor of the projects that you are doing together. So this is in focus, and just enjoy this, let it flow and get to work. Don't question it too much, that's for some other time. Just now, love what you do and get it done. So yeah, fantastic, and I'm very, very curious what the guides make of this. So yeah, this is again, I show my favorite workout gear, not sponsored. I'll put the link in the info box, it just feels great. So, little toes in line with the hip or muscle line, little fingers in line with your shoulders, nose, sternum, navel, pubic bone in line. Now you think your sit bones together, only thinking them together, please. Don't push anything, yeah? Lengthening. Energy through, it's like a fountain, through the crown of your head. And then you think your ribs together, navel towards your spine, and relaxing the knees and elbows to start with the reaffirmation of the upper arms. We're working our way around the arms, so make sure your arms are hanging loosely in line with this part, because then your straight abs work. If you've got your arms too far back, they don't, and it's not in favor of your back either. So just turning your arms as you can without any strain or relaxing the shoulders. So it's not like anything like this, yes? Just look very loosely, thinking your little toes towards your thumbs, and then everything's long. Just long. And relax. Just relaxing. One more time. Little fingers towards your thumbs, lengthening and relaxing. Okay, good. Now we're working the other way around again. You know, we're pushing, lengthening, and then you think it's starting below the delta muscle, which means thumbs towards your little fingers. Also make sure you're not tensing your wrists, lengthening. Think your ribs together, lengthen through your, or along your spine, and releasing. And we're doing this one more time, thumbs towards the little fingers, lengthening everything, lengthening, and releasing. Okay, as always, we go to the end of the mat. Again, same muscle coordination, and you just roll down and just have it relaxing your head. Of course, you're not expected to do this. You can bend your legs and, of course, put something underneath, yoga blocks, books, or a chair, something that serves you, yeah, so you can relax. Okay, so now from here, breathing in, and on the out breath, lengthening and releasing, breathing in, and one more time, lengthening and releasing, breathing in, one more time, lengthening, okay, and just relaxing. Yeah. Just let the blood flow back, and now we're repeating the same thing, looking at the middle finger and turning the upper body. So it's all about lengthening, the hips are still parallel to the floor, and just see what we can do. Breathe in, navel in, lengthening, and navel in, lengthening, and release. Okay, and lengthening the entire upper body, and lengthening, notice I'm lengthening a little faster. It's very important that your arm does not overtake your eye. So I'll do one more today. Yeah, that was a lot better. Lengthening, navel in always. And one more time to the other side. Lengthening. You know, you always follow your intuition. So when I'm guided to do more, maybe that's not for you. Yes? Just check in with yourself. Okay, so what's next? Yeah, weird. That's the exercise that we are also always doing at the moment. Very interesting. So let's see. Okay, so I'm sitting on one of my sit bones. Both legs are bent. But make sure that your back leg, that's not like crumped together, it's lengthening. And it's not about lifting the leg, it's about lifting your upper body and then see what happens. So the lengthening here, lengthening and length forward and lengthen here. And if that cramps, just give it a little massage. Yeah, so that's what we do. Elbows closed so we don't work anything there, tense anything there. And now lengthening up, so thinking the fountain and lengthening. The leg goes like around me, but it's all about the upper body and trying to lengthen it. One more time, lengthening and releasing. Now I'm lengthening my leg, still same thing, or my knees at the same point, lengthen, same thing. Doesn't have to come up at all. It's about the upper body and release. Two more, lengthening. Okay, one more, lengthening and release. Okay, so now I'm going down on my elbow, making sure it's one line from my little finger, and I'm lengthening this arm, really relaxing the elbow and making sure it's not too far back so you're not tensing. So from here, same thing, lengthening and releasing, and lengthening and releasing. Two more. Lengthening and releasing, and one more and releasing. Now, from here, same thing, lengthening even more so I can turn, and lengthening, so the energy, majority of the energy as always through my upper body, leaving the body through the head, and a little bit through the leg. Lengthen, so it's really lengthening here. Yeah, that's the reminder. The arm is just like indicating the direction. Also 4 times. And lengthen, and lengthening up. And lengthen. Yeah. I'm just trying to stretch a little bit to feel where I need to stretch. As you know, I have my sacrum out of place because of contractions, so I'm grateful it slowly moves back. And this is very helpful, all these exercises. So other side, lengthening, the upper body I'm referring to. Okay, and again, lengthen. Yeah, you need to go forwards a little bit, just make sure to not go too much, and you don't really actually need your arms. And so it's all very loose. Okay, so now I'm lengthening here, right, and lengthen and lower. And again, lengthen and lower. And 2 more, and lengthen, and 1 more. Okay. Now, on the elbow first, little finger in line with the elbow, and then lifting or lengthening the arm, and again, and lower, and again, and lower, and lengthen, and we have 2 more, and the last one, and release. Okay, now with the turn. turn, and coming back. Yeah. I'm a little slower here because I have to feel what's going on, and I really like to encourage you to do the same. Because this is what this is meant for. And the great benefit is to really feel how your body is, to communicate with it, to feel, well, its answers are the feelings. Yeah. See, this is so much easier. It's just, yeah, so carefully, just relaxing the back and checking in with the body. Maybe you want to massage a little bit, or stretch. Just see where it feels weird, if there is any tension, any pain. Maybe you want to check up your energy field, arms, 3-dimensional as always. See, my feet really need to move. I'm not thinking about what I'm doing, it just happens. Yeah, so if your body does something like that and it feels good, just go for that. Same as this one, my body loves this one, just head down. It's a little bit more of a massage. You just need to keep your head down, elbows close, grabbing your thighs, you can also grab your ankles, and you massage a little bit further up. And of course you can try to stretch your legs, but it's not necessary, okay? So, next I was told that we do push-ups. So please ladies, when I'm showing the male version, don't do it, but repeat your own. And also the variation, please, again, don't do it, but repeat your own. You can do like one and stop, yes? So, on the knees, together, lengthening, and then just bend your elbows, close your body, and then lengthen the upper body. And again, releasing, and sit bones to your head. And one more time, releasing, and sit bones to your head. So it's not about going low, it's about being that diagonal line and really noticing how much strength do I have in the center. So it's about the fountain coming up, coming through, okay? So please repeat. And now I'm showing the gentleman version, little fingers in line with your little toes, and going lengthening, and stretch, and lengthening, and stretch, and lengthening, well not stretch, straighten, and still relax and bend here, yeah? So it's a diagonal line from your heels to your head, and of course, the energy is just flowing through like a fountain, yeah? And you can always stop and repeat and stop and repeat. So anybody's bored, here is a little variation for you. That's for the gentleman, lengthening. Now you can go, same as before, but a little bit of energy through one of your heels. So that means to do the same movement, just have one leg in balance via sending energy through, because that's what balance is, sending energy in different parts of your body, okay? So, next, all right, okay, next one is here, and I'll just show it from the side, because what we do is, from the sit bones being long until one line, and then it's about lengthening one of your legs, but you also have to lengthen up here all the time, yes? And the second variation, if you like to get your leg up, you just go slightly behind your sit bones, but lengthening, and then you can lift your leg, okay? So it's not like going down or going back here, no, abs. Okay, so we start here, and yeah, feet together, and this leg is a little bit out because of my condition presently, so it should actually be parallel, but well, that's what it is. Sit bones, head, so always take this one as a reference, right? So from here, heels now lengthening up and through the head, navel in and coming back, and lengthening up, upper body, and coming back. balancing. This is like building up, so you can always go back to the next one, to the one before. Lengthening, so you can turn the entire leg, yes. It's always lengthening before, first, and then you've got the freedom in the hip to do that. And lengthening, and open, and lengthening, and one more time, and lengthening, and turn, and open. Now make sure your hips up to the front. Now you lengthen, and then you can come back, and you'll really notice this energy here. Okay, so one more time, lengthening, up and turn and open, and then lengthen coming back and up. Okay, I'm just told that I'm to repeat the last version, so you can either come with me, skip it, go for the next one. Lengthening, and lengthening, ribs together, and in, and again lengthening, and lengthen to open, to turn the leg, now opening, and coming back, and now you just relax your head down, release, elbows close so there's no tension in your shoulders, navel in, and then roll up again. For the second part, going backwards, legs up, but if you like, you can also repeat the first, or if you prefer, yeah, you repeat the first half, or go to the next exercise, or take a break if you're new here. Okay, so from here, sit bones head, I'm in one line, now consciously lengthening between my pubic bone and navel to go back carefully, this is relaxed, and then I'm just lengthening one leg, and I'm lengthening the back of the leg, now again the front of the leg on the floor, and back to being in line sit bones head. You know, if you wiggle a little bit, you feel that. Okay, so from here, coming back, and lengthening, and slightly flex, and stretch. Don't do too much flex because that may strain these tendons here, and we don't need that. Lengthening, and navel in, and lengthening. Energy through the heel, now through your head, and through. And coming back, and down, and up. Okay, breathing in, and coming back, and lengthening, and flex, and lengthen to turn, and before turning, and again before turning back, and lengthening again, and coming back. And one more time, lengthening. You know, you can always go back to the one before, and lengthen, and now just opening, making sure your hips are parallel, lengthen to come back, parallel, and sitting up, and lengthening, and up, and here, and open, lengthen. Make sure your hips are still forwards, parallel, lower, coming back, and just releasing. Okay, good. Right, so now let's see how the back is. And if you know me, I always do this. Maybe you want to choose the more gentle version. Okay, so from here, yes. What are we doing next? Okay, I'm showing two exercises first. It's the mermaid, so here we go. If they are repeating certain stuff at the moment, so maybe you've got something going on, let me know. Also, I just thought it's varying a lot, and they said yes, that's because of the different characters that you are dealing with at the moment, and you're doing great. So, this was for you. Little fingers in line with your elbow, hips and heels together and crossing over. So from here, breathing in, sit bones head, that's one line. You can be in one line with bent legs or with long legs. So both is fine. Don't push on here. It's all about the fountain and the energy is coming through. So it's not about holding much, it's about breathing in, on the out breath, lengthening the body and finding if there's more length, and then release. Okay, now I'm just putting my arm here to make sure when I'm bending, it's not affecting my shoulder. Okay, so from here, breathing in and lengthening. Yeah, either bend or stretch or long. Yeah, and I still have my elbows slightly bent. It's not like stretched. And lengthen, lengthening, and release. Breathing in, and lengthening, and releasing. Okay, other side. Other side. I'm surprised there was no balance, but let's see. Little finger in line with the elbow, hips, and heels, and I'm crossing this over. Breathing in, and as before, you can bend or you can come up like this and release. Breathing in and lengthening and releasing. And as you can see, there's always one side that's a lot easier. Obviously this one. Breathing in, and either here or here. And release. Always make sure that you sink your butt slightly forwards because it loves to stay back like this. So here we are. Really feel, yeah, I can be here because there's no pressure on the arm, it's just in the center. One more, lengthening, up, lengthen, and release. Okay, again, relaxing the back, whatever you need. Okay. So what's next? Stay centered so we get some center work, okay? So when you're dealing with the different characters, stay in your center. That's helping with letting it flow, as I said earlier, so I get it. Okay, very interesting, isn't it? Let me know. I would really love to know. Little toes in line with your hips or muscle line. And now you take your hands behind your head. From your sit bones to your head, you take the biggest possible circle, which is the abs technique. Lengthening. Breathing in. And lengthening and lowering. Breathing in. Sit bones to your head. Lengthen, navel in. Coming up, if you send, you really need to be long behind your neck, so nothing like this coming up, that's not long, yeah? So you see the difference here. It's very important that your neck is relaxed, so if there is any tension, push with your head against your hands and that's fine. Okay, now breathing in, and then again, sit bones to your head, coming up. Now you take your legs towards your chest and lengthen up, navel in, and just let it flow. Let it flow, let it flow in, and release. Okay, breathing in, sit bones to your head, coming up again, and lengthening the same way. I forgot to say, of course, sit bones, heels, that's the criteria, and you can have bent legs, no problem, you don't have to be able to do this. That's perfectly fine for all the exercises that we're doing now, because now we're opening the legs, meaning we are keeping our heels together and then our toes may open, yes? Not necessarily, depends on the position you're in. When you do it here, they will open. If you do it with bent legs, probably not, yes, but it's fine. It's about here, reaffirmation of the upper thighs, and of course the legs, and the length mainly throughout your upper body. Yes, so you keep thinking about the fountain. You don't have to do it for as long as I do. You can take breaks and start again, okay? Good, because it's all about the precision and not about doing it 100 times. Okay, sit bones to my head, lengthening, coming up again. And now from here, I've got my two hips like pointing towards the ceiling, and if I think of sit bones and navel, I can actually turn my pelvis and I've still got my hips parallel. Yeah, so if that doesn't work, or it doesn't work straight away, you can be here of course, then you just imagine the movement and you'll see at some point that it will work. Okay? Right. And here. And release it. Okay. Just relaxing a bit. Because we get one more unshown. So I'm taking my arms next to my body, taking the legs up, and we do a corkscrew. So a little bit to the right, down, left, and up. Not very big because I like to prioritize the length, especially of the upper body. That's one thing. Navel in, and then think of moving from your navel and make sure that your elbows are relaxed to have no strain on your shoulders. Really focus on it's all coming from the center and it's not coming, or it's nothing to do with your upper body. Here, only here. Okay, just do it a little bit, take a little break. My feet need to move, and then do the other side. Always listen to your body. If it needs to move in a certain way in between, just give it a little time, and then you can focus on the exercise and its precision again. Because if you do it a little slower, you notice also that you can do a little massage for your lower back. Yeah. And I will do that now. Let's see if my sacrum is grateful for that. I think so, actually. And release. Wow, that was even like meditative, and that's what it's meant to be. So very good. Okay, take your hands again behind your head, please. Breathing in, sit bones towards your head, lengthening, coming up. Okay, and they are showing you now that we're lengthening the legs. So navel's in, and you think a sit bone, heel in one line, and little toe, hip, or muscle line if that's wider. And yes, this is the maximum how far you can go. But if your navel comes out earlier, you please stop where it is. Yes, so from here and coming back in. And now it's important to lengthen here, to not think in. That's not so helpful for your hip. So lengthening, just very carefully, always slowing down before, I don't want to say the full stretch because your knee should always be relaxed. But so that you notice that your muscles are working and not a little for your joint, yes. It's like protecting the knee. So 6, we've got 2 more to make it 8 altogether. And lengthen. And now I'm turning my upper body slightly, so the diagonal abs also get some work.
to do. And I'm also told to do 8. Yeah, not make it too fast. They say, okay. You go your speed. The reference is being able to feel your body. Yeah. And one more. And release. Okay, just releasing here. Okay. Yeah, and we're not done yet, so let's see what they come up with. Okay, sit bones to your head, lengthen. Legs up to 90 again, they say. Of course, you can bend them. And now we're circularly pulling them, thinking them down and up. Down is not difficult, gravity is helpful. That was a pigeon. And then, when you're down, you need to lengthen your upper body, so it's like two-way lengthening, yes, and that's really important. So only go down as far as you can manage this two-way lengthening without your muscles coming out. Okay, so from here, lengthening, and you can have bent legs, yes, no problem. Lengthening, and lengthening coming up. And releasing. Yeah, I will do 8, I'm told. You do as many as is right for you, not more, please. But you can do less or take breaks. And I'm guided to do this very slowly now. So, you do whatever's right for you. Don't do it too fast that you're missing out on this extra stretch when you come up. Yes? That's so helpful. Wow, 4 more. And it's strengthening. It really is. But this is teaching us how much strength we need for the legs that we have. Yes, so this can be very different for each and every one of us. And lengthen. Last one, and lengthen, and release. Wow, okay. Yeah, they are telling me we're done, so whatever you need to finish the class, as you know me, like this. Thank you very much for being here. And of course, if this helps you, please subscribe to the channel and subscribe to Instagram and to Hike About Us, my weekly energy updates, so that the guides can really spread the love and help us all through these very interesting but challenging times with their love, advice, and all the support that we can get. Lots and lots of love, and I see you for the next class.